So in today's video, we got the Fantastic Four Human Torch, and I'm getting this figure at Ollie's for $7.99, and I completely forgot I even had this figure in my collection. So I do need to get the Invisible Woman and maybe Mr. Fantastic. But the Human Torch is Johnny Storm, is a superhero from Marvel Comics. It's right here. It's going to be a decent figure with two different hands as well as flame effects, which is actually pretty good in my opinion. For $7.99, not a bad pickup. I already did a video on the thing, and I'll put the link on the description below, or I'll put it here on the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and review the Human Torch. Let's go ahead and look at the accessories first. Here we have a tray shot of Human Torch. Let's go ahead and go straight into the accessories first. So the Human Torch comes with multiple different accessories. Here we do have a back piece, and I did already notice an error with this. On the back of the Human Torch, he does have a peg right here on the back, but this one right here doesn't come with a peg, so this back piece does fall off. We do have some of these little flame attachments that connects to his forearm, which is pretty good for added detail. And then we do have two fists, which kind of sucks because he already has a fist just with a little bit more detail, but we'll probably look at that a little bit later. But this is actually a very interesting figure because he is translucent. Definitely pretty nice in my opinion. When I look at this, I definitely can see the details of Human Torch. He has a little bit of flame accents right there. Now it would have been nice if the head sculpt had a different kind of flame effect. It looks kind of weird. I know it's supposed to just look like hair, but I don't know, kind of looks kind of funny in my opinion. And his hands right here does have some flame effects, so if you replace the hands, it kind of changes that just a little bit. Personally not a fan of the added details right here on the forearm for these little rubbery flame pieces. Kind of prefer the original hands with a little bit of effects. The accessories this figure comes with is actually pretty unique in my opinion. I do like the back piece. I just don't think it's pretty well sustainable because it doesn't have a peg, so it tends to fall out. Now, the reason why he might have a peg hole, because possibly with a flight stand, might be able to insert that there. But his range of motion is really good when it comes to articulation. He does have double jointed knees. He also has thigh swivel and calf swivel, which is really good. His foot does go forward and back, double jointed elbows, goes pretty freely on both sides. It is a little bit hindered because of the mold right here, but it's supposed to be double jointed and it does kind of move. He has good ab crunch. He goes forward pretty decently, goes back pretty decently as well. His head turns 360, looks up pretty excessively as well as looking down. The articulation of this figure is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. He definitely comes with a good range of motion. He also has butterfly joints, where you guys can see it is pretty excessive here on the back. Definitely pretty cool. I know one of my Wolverines has this exaggerated butterfly joints, or like, I don't even know what you would call this, but it looks pretty cool. It adds a lot of range of motion to do a lot of excessive poses. Overall, really not that bad. This Human Torch is actually a great figure. The translucent red or orange tint adds a lot of effects. Looks really cool. You can barely see the mold of the inside. You kind of can a little bit, but it is very subtle. You can also see a lot of the black lines right here for added detail. I think it's supposed to look kind of comic accurate or like animated, because I think this kind of had the same style as like the TV show kind of. Now the only thing that I wish this figure would be that if it was pinless. Is sadly not pinless, so you guys can see the pins. Really isn't as bad as you would think. Overall, really not that bad in my opinion, and having him next to the Thing as a nice display ability in my opinion. Definitely need to get the Invisible Woman or Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic. I had these figures for a while. I saw the Fantastic Four trailer and just decided to do this review video. When it comes to articulation, I definitely give this one a 9 out of 10. Pretty exaggerated in a good way, especially the range of motion is pretty smooth for a figure that's been in the case for a couple years. When it comes to accessories, pretty good, having some flame effects. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have a peg, so it does tend to fall off when you're moving the figure, but not a big deal. interchangeable hands, which is a must for any kind of figure like this. Sadly, that it comes with 2 fists, but I get it because this one has a little bit more detail. But also the range of motion is a little bit hindered because of it, but overall not that bad. The overall figure, I definitely give this one a solid 8.5 out of 10. And it's definitely a must pick up in my opinion. You guys let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the Fantastic Four Human Torch? And I'm getting this one at Ollie's for $7.99. Not sure exactly what he goes for right now in the aftermarket value wise, but definitely a great pickup and highly recommend that you get this for your collection, especially if you guys are trying to get the classic look of the Fantastic Four. Comment down below what is your favorite thing of this figure, and I'll see you guys in the next video.